I know you got me falling from the ceiling for you. Knew it from the start, there was no limit to you. And I'm catching feelings, baby. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Via Avi, and this is obviously Via Avi TV. And today I'm doing a dummies guide to how to make a bomb intro. As you can see, that was just my intro that I just made for this video because I didn't have one. And it's all off your phone, honestly. It's easy, but it's time consuming, and I want to just get right up into the video. So the first thing you want to have is a couple of apps. So you got the Pixel, you got PhotoGrid, MagicEraser, all those ones. If I don't get to them, I'm gonna put them in the description below. And then there's also a B app, so it's a couple ones I'm not showing here. So pause the video and download those, especially the ones in my description below. The first thing you want to do is get the Pixelcut. This is going to separate the background from your body in headshot pictures. Right when you open the app, it shows you exactly what you need to do. You're going to pick change background, and you're going to pick the checker box. This makes sure you can see the background of your pictures. You're going to go ahead and save that to your photos. I'll show this again sooner or later. Oh, right now. Okay, y'all, I'm going to show it again right now. This is me doing it again on my other pictures. This is the B app I was talking about. Go ahead and pause it and download that app. This app takes your pictures up a notch by adding a border to it, outlines, and a shadow even. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the outline and the shadow because that is what I used in my video. It's super easy, not too complex. You can even play around with the app if you want to. Very simple. To get the shadow and outline effect, you pick shadow and you pick the colors you want to use. For your shadow, I used brown because my intro was a brown theme, and with the outline I also chose brown. You guys can choose whatever color you like. You can also play with distance. This is me playing with distance right now. I look like Tinkerbell in this, how I'm bending, but just, it's basically what you see is how you do it, verbatim. So after that, these is the pictures I really end up using after outlining and using the shadow effect. So after that, you really just want to go to your camera roll and you want to go ahead and crop out that watermark. We're not paying for no watermarks to get off. We'll just crop it out, simple as that, you know. I said free and easy. Free and easy. I noticed after you crop it out, you have to go back in and get it re-transparent. So I went into MagicEraser and made them transparent by using the auto transparent wand. After getting done, you want to go to the P app, whatever, the little red app, and you want to choose plain photos, and you want to customize it. And you want to make sure you have 2 numbers because you want this to fit on the YouTube screen. You want to pick 1280 and 720 as the height, 1280 as the width. If you already didn't know, you use that length also for your thumbnails. For me right now, I'm not using that as a thumbnail. I'm just using it as like a dummy sheet for every text I want to put on my intro. So like my name, my social media accounts, just whatever goes with your channel. So the next thing you want to do is go to MagicEraser and you want to go ahead and crop those little titles out, and you want to remove the background from there because you want to be able to put that onto your, what's that called, your intro without that background being on there. This is just me cleaning it up and saving it. So the next thing you want to go to is PhotoGrid, and you want to pick your videos. You can pick one, you can pick two. I picked one video, but I picked 3 videos in a column, like 3 videos, but one video. You can see it on there. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I picked one video for each 3 videos I used. This is me just kind of like cropping it down a size because you want it to fit in that YouTube format. Those numbers that I gave you, you want it to fit in that format. So when you're doing your videos and you're doing your intro isn't as off, scale. And then, I mean, you got a intro that look like a phone intro scale. And then you got you doing a vlog. So your phone turned the landscape way, but you got a vertical intro. Yeah, and we don't want that. So the next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to go to back to your initial like photos, and you want to take those videos that you use. See, I used 3 videos, but those videos became their own individual video. So go ahead and crop that watermark right on out, and then you're ready for the next one. So right now you've been going back and forth from your photos into different apps. So you're really going to go from this app back to the other app. It's called Capcut. That's what it's called. And majority of the time you're going to be going back and forth from video and pictures and everything like that. And everything should be set up by now that you're basically just making your video and putting all those pieces together. Right now, I'm just changing the speed, and you can change your speed by just regular changing the speed, which is pressing normal and changing the speed like the whole video fast, or you can press the curve, which change your video. You can do it fast and slow motion, then fast, and then slow motion. Once you get that the way you want it, we're going to go ahead and go over to effects. If you want that blurry looking in the background, you can go ahead and go to effects, go to basic, and then you can find those blurry like picture. So you can put that on your videos. Make sure to slide the blur over to capture that whole video of blur, or you will see blur and some not blur. And this is me doing it again to my other video. And at this point, I'm just kind of playing around with the effects. I used like only the sparkle effect, and that was about it. To change how your videos come up, you can select the little box in the middle of them when they first meet, and you can change how your video goes to the next video. Maybe it might slide, or maybe it might hop, whatever you want it to do. And that's what I'm basically trying to see now from my second video to my third video. Well, my first to my second to my third. I'm trying to see, what do I want it to do? Do I want it to hop? Do I want it to jump? Do I want it to zoom in? So I decided to make it zoom in. Feel free to pause the video at any time. The next thing you want to go to is called overlay. You're going to press overlay, 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 overlay. All this is all you're going to keep pressing overlay this whole time, because you're going to put your pictures in and your words in. Everything is going to go under overlay. Press add, and then add the picture you want to add. Space it out, zoom it in, whatever, how big you want it, and basically just make it your own. Get creative. After adding my pictures, I also added like a sticker, like a loading sign. You can maybe add some hearts, some stars. Just play along with the app, and then that's really how you make a nice intro, is just to get familiar with the app. So for something more individually like I did, I kind of got creative. I took a screenshot of a couple of Apple phones, the iPhones, and I basically took the background off. And then after I took the background off, I took it to the MagicEraser, and I erased all of the inside of the 4 phones. After I erased all of that, I had to once again crop it, and then again erase the back of the phones, of that white background, so I can get basically that transparent background inside. Again, just the phones itself took me about a good 2 hours, so I wouldn't recommend doing 4 phones, and maybe something like 2 phones maybe at a time, or 1 phone at a time. But it did come out really good. I'm happy that I took so long doing it. I basically then took a screenshot of every of my social medias and like scrolled down, and from there I kind of put the video on top of the video by adding overlay and adding to that phone size to make it look like this is 4 phones sitting here with 4 different social media accounts getting scrolled, if that makes sense. Going back in, I couldn't use the magic marker for a video, so I had to use the B app. And I was able to crop that background out with the B app using the eraser. When you slide all the way down, you find the eraser, and you can go ahead and crop all of that background out and just get the phones to be transparent. And it actually came out looking after that. I had to change the background to that transparent or change it to a color that wasn't in the phones, so I can then put that back on my video, and then I can show you how I did that. So when I tried to put on my video, this is what popped up. So I had to go ahead and change the background to green because green is not really on the phones. If I would have changed to any other color, like a brown maybe, it probably would have erased my face too because I'm brown. So I changed it to green. You're going to go ahead and go over to the little circle, and you're going to take the green color out and try to get it as that balance so you can see the phones, but not too much is taken, but not too much green is shown. And then you're going to go ahead and put those phones where you want them. Pause at any time, but just to show you that again, I looked up a video for the subs, to get the subs, the bell, and the like. After finding the one that I wanted, I cropped it down with just the ordinary crop from Photos, cropped everything out, YouTube included, and then I used that video over my actual intro. You want to tap add overlay and then add that video on top of there. Of course, it's still going to be green. Then you want to swipe down to a little circle. I don't know exactly what this is called. It's a little circle, and that's what's going to get that subscribe button to look transparent. And right over your video, you want to get the intensity down as much as possible so you don't see the green. And then, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you get done with the video. Go ahead and press the save icon at the top of it. Make sure it exports pretty good. Make sure to look up a non-copyrighted song and go ahead and video record that. Make sure you show some love for that person that you take that music from, because sometimes you can get copyright claim because they be feeling butthurt. But nah, for real. Make sure you go ahead and use Imovie. Imovie is the best thing to use, honestly, if you're a YouTuber that doesn't have a computer, doesn't have none of that. Make sure you press the video that you want, and then you're going to press that video that you just screen recorded, and make sure you press audio only. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video up, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to see more via Avi TV. We are out. I know you got me falling from the ceiling for you. You went from the start, there was no limit to you. And I'm catching feelings, baby.